And I'm guessing that's going to work. Yes, it does.
Whee!
Alright, welcome once again to the horrors that is Double R's Funhouse. I mean the podcast. Well,
Oh,
Close the door, please.
I keep forgetting. I'm your host, JRR, the capital letter kidnapper, except for W. I don't believe in W, so... Two U's. Two U's. So, anyone else want to do the intro, or...
you should know us by now.
I gives a damn.
What the fuck was that? Oh, that was funny right there.
Okay, so we got Kira and we got Victor with us today.
Giggles
Forever.
And...
Yes, the Powerpuff formerly known as Giggles.
Oh, yay.
And...
And the Cocksmacker and the Ken.
And...
You're never gonna let me live that down.
And...
No, you're never going to let that down.
That's alright. Powerpuff Girls are awesome.
Well, anyway, today's topic, which is something we've already discussed a little bit on the role-playing side, video game music and what the hell's wrong with it.
Everything.
Apparently, he's not doing so well. Well, we'll start with the beginning. Not all video game music was horrible. It really wasn't.
Not all. Most, but not all.
Okay, the first item was about video game music, and like stated, not all of it was horrendous, but some of it nowadays, oh my dear lord.
Yeah.
The most obvious example I can give, which I put on the website, was the whole Sea Viper and Magneto theme songs for Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Those are just awful.
I'm master of magnetism. I need to learn how to spell my name. How do I do that? Stage, help me! M-A-G... Oh, that's how I spelled it. Okay, let me write this down. Don't fight me yet. I gotta write down my name. Okay, we're good. I mean, seriously. Him and Viper.
So I'm done getting my ass kicked. What are we doing? What are we talking about again?
Horrible music and video games.
Well, things?
Is there music and video games now? Because it's all about the license shit now.
Yeah, no kidding, right? I mean, I understand in some games you want to license it. Def Jam, for example, makes perfect sense. Games, Rock Band, Def Jam, games along those natures, where it's obviously a reason to do it, perfect sense. Brutal Legend would be another one that makes perfect sense. But, I'm gonna take you for a ride? No!
That doesn't fit at all. You showed me that and I'm like, what?
And that's for a fighting game. A fighting game! Not Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball. No, that was for a fighting game.
No, please, people are even bad about that for role-playing games, let alone video games.
Yeah, but at least music in role-playing games is like 80%.
Magic stick for females.
Don't remind me. I've already gone over that with my music rant.
It's the same damn thing.
Like, let me give you an example real quick. I put it up on the Facebook just recently. Someone was doing musical autopsies, and they pointed out that Black and Yellow is about the guy's car. The whole song is about the guy's car. He's talking about pedals and peeling off and all that happy stuff. Someone actually argued with him. Okay, not someone. Multiple people have argued with him, and he has a little screenshot and he put on a little video where they actually sat there and told him it was about the Pittsburgh Steelers. So he dissected the song line by line to find out anything to do with football. Nothing. Nothing. Not a thing. Not a damn thing. What's that got to do with video game music? I'm gonna take you for a frickin' ride. It's perfect for fighting games. How?
I'd be like putting "I'm a Barbie girl" or something in there.
I'm a Barbie girl would be great for Dead or Alive. Extreme volleyball, Dead or Alive. I'm a Barbie girl. Have that.
That fit a little bit, but still.
But if you're, say, playing Batman and you're fighting Croc, then guess what? You're not going to hear, I'm a Barbie girl. No.
That would be great.
That would be hilariously wrong on so many levels.
Joker's new theme.
Even Batman had to ask questions. He's like, yep, he's lost it. I'm just going to put him under arrest. Screw this. You're going right to Arkham. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
With the Joker, though, he could pull something like that off because he is crazy.
Yes. Yes, he is. But that's just music for video games. And like we touched on just a moment ago, music in general is just as bad, if not worse.
Oh, yeah.
Most people sit there and go, oh, I love the beat. It's the most perfect song for everything. And like Tasha said in the background, there's actually a role-playing group, which again I went over in my rant about music. But
I remember.
There's a role-playing group that used Magic Stick. Now, Victor,
What's up?
you know the song Magic Stick, right?
Actually, no, I don't.
Oh,
Really?
God.
Are you kidding
What
me?
is that, Lady Gaga?
You damn troll. No, but pretty much the song is like Katy Perry's Peacock song. They try to use an analogy for what it is, but it's obviously about someone's cock, their dick, their wang, etc. Well, the group of people, walk with me on this one, group of people who agreed to use Magic Stick, which is a song about dick, was a group of girls. No guys, all girls.
Well, that's understandable.
Process this for just a moment. Their theme song was Magic Stick. They got the Magic Stick.
I got a magic stick.
They are mighty, mighty Aphrodite. Ooh. Or is that hermaphrodite? I'm not sure which. I don't want to know.
Hermaphrodite is what you're going for.
Hermaphrodite. Ooh. It's a Power Ranger term. You gotta get used to it. Come on, Giggles. Stay with us. I know you're a Powerpuff Girl and it's Power Rangers, but you gotta stay with the punches.
What? I ain't singing for nobody.
Wait, what?
I lost. I'm lost. I'm so lost. Oh.
Wow, I could speed talk if I need to. That's awesome. But anyway, we see... I put a couple of his videos up there because he made a lot of good points. A lot of these, quote, awesome songs that are top of the charts make no damn sense.
They don't make any sense. Like I was telling you, like not even 20 minutes ago, Canada's top song listened to by YouTube has the guy that sang Black and Yellow rapping in it halfway through, and I was just like, what?
Just out of nowhere.
How the fuck did it make first?
Yeah, Black and Yellow, Vic. It's on the Facebook one. I put it up there because the guy destroyed that song. The guy just broke it down line by line. Couldn't find anything about Pittsburgh Steelers anywhere. It's as much as a song about Pittsburgh Steelers as it is about Pikachu. Black and Yellow. That's it. That's the only thing going for it.
Pikachu might be more believable though than the Steelers.
You mean what about bumblebees?
Or taxis. Or the Michael Keaton Batman with the black rubber suit and the yellow belt. I mean, all he had was black and yellow, black and yellow. I mean, let's be honest.
An Asian man with a black eye.
Boo.
That was so bad. I'm sorry.
I'm making sure that there's a link to your web so that we can talk to you directly. I don't want it. No.
What?
I get enough trouble as it is. I don't need any people coming back going, I'm going to get you, no more. No, thank you.
Oh. Don't send them my way, just delete them.
Make incoming troll.
Again, I might get some views, so it's okay. Oh, wow.
But since we've already gone over that topic, I'd like to bring up another topic. One that's been bothering me a little bit more earnestly. And then next topic will be pretty much an issue that Twitter's currently having, but we're not going to go into detail yet. Yet, being the operative word.
They have ointments for that, you know.
No, not. Oh.
What, you're going to see a psychiatrist soon?
Wait, what? But, okay, this is
You
unfair.
said appointment! You're attached to an appointment.
Anyway, you psychotic human being. Okay, the next item we're going to go over, mainly video games. Why is it so difficult for game companies to code in a little bonus for beating a prior game? Example, if you played Tekken 4 and then you pick up 5, why don't you get like an extra outfit for beating Tekken 4 for the first place? Is it that difficult? I mean, it would reward those who are loyal to the franchise per se.
They reward you by charging you for DLC. That's
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? At least something. You know what I mean?
But then again, how would they know if you actually completed the game?
Come on now. Metal Gear Solid back in the day on PlayStation could tell you that you played Castlevania, Mario, and some other bull crap.
I guess you got a point there, like, especially with the Xbox. If you've completed pretty much all the achievements for a game, then they've known you've played it, like, who knows how long.
Exactly.
So I guess you got a point there.
So, I mean, it's not like they can't read over a file and go, oh, we recognize this file as one of the previous games. Well, here you go. You beat the game, you got this in-game achievement, so here you go, have this. Or you got this unlocked, have this.
That'd be nice, but we all know how game companies are. They're too cheap to do anything.
Well, yeah, definitely nowadays. Kind of like that picture that was found on that little Facebook, and I shared it with you guys about Mona Lisa. I think that kind of sums it up in a nutshell.
Yep.
Back in the day, they gave you the full Mona Lisa picture, and of course the expansions actually were different pictures to go with it. Nowadays, it's Mona Lisa minus the left eye. And you got 3 things of downloadable content, or dislocked content, depending on the situation, to see the left eye on the Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
In the
That
future,
picture was perfect for explaining it. You should throw it up just in the middle of this for that.
I probably should. I probably should. I'll consider that. But you see what I'm saying? It's just one of those game companies back in the day, even with limited space, was able to fill out a game and just go boom. Full game, you're good to go. Have at. I mean, Parasite Eve was decent. When you did replay, it actually checked for the last weapon and last armor that you used, and you could upgrade that, or carry that over. Crap, I'm trying to think of something else. Dot Hack was supposed to be the same way. The Dot Hack series. If you had a save file, you were able to load up that save file.
If you think about it, it's not just video games that are like that. It's like buying a box of cereal and half the cereal's gone.
Oh, yeah.
And they're charging like freaking $5 to $7 for a box of cereal that only has 3/4 of it full. It's a ripoff.
True. I think that's just across the board, though. Across the board, it's just that pointless.
Yep.
But like I said, the main reason I'm bringing this up is because how many games that y'all know that you've played that are actually sequential?
Okay, say that word again?
Sequential. You know, in a sequence.
The sequence. Tekken.
If you play
What you mean
Tekken
by
5 and then Tekken 6, yeah, there's a sequence.
Um,
Final Fantasy does not count because they are never, ever attached unless it's like part 2 of another number.
Few of the Tomb Raider storylines tie together.
Meh.
A few, not all. A few. Frick, I can't name that many. I haven't played that many.
What was the
Left 4
question?
Dead. Certain games I can give them a buy. Left 4
What?
Dead. Final Fantasy. There's a couple others that come to mind, but not right off the bat. Some of them that actually make sense that you had to break it up. But other games where just boom, 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 why? Like King of
Yeah.
Fighters, Tekken, Mortal Kombat. DOA is probably going to be another one.
Well, doesn't...
Well, think about it. Was it really so far between the last 2 tournaments that they forgot everything?
Maybe. Doesn't Gears kind of tie into each other from game to game?
Not really.
No?
It's like it. How do I say this? I know 3 gives you a little bit of credit if you beat 2 on hard. It gives you a little bit of credit because it allows you to do something else. Like it allows you to play as General Raw on Versus.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Marvel vs. Capcom.
What was that?
I said Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah. Now that they're going to come out with the, I guess, original series or something like that.
But I don't think Marvel vs. Capcom have a story. It's just basically this one really bad guy is going to destroy the world, and all these random characters from different companies from Marvel and Capcom are coming together just to fight for the hell of it.
Wait, I just came up with a series that actually does tie together very well. Fable. The Fable series. From 1 till 3, they tie in perfectly. It may not seem like it until you get to the end of the game, but they do.
Do the save games carry over or give any benefit?
Pardon?
Do the save games give any benefit? Like, save game from Table 1, does it help you in 2 in any way, shape, or form?
Well, Fable 1's only for the PlayStation, and it's not on Xbox, so I don't know.
I thought Fable was always on Xbox. What are you talking about?
No, actually, no, Fable 1 was for the original Xbox, not the Xbox 360, so I haven't been able to play it because I can't save the freaking thing.
Ah, touche.
But,
Touche, my Canadian, touche.
from what my sister, like, I see my sisters playing it, because they were just playing through until whenever, the little girl from number 1 is the, gypsy woman from number 2 and 3.
Ah. So, technically, the save file game should at least attach to in some degree.
Yeah. It's all messed up. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but you have to play the series all the way through to...
Yeah.
And Kira is one of the 2 people who actually care about this series to play all the installments in the franchise. I'm just kidding.
Well, hey, I seen Fable 4 for some freaking Wii U or whatever. I want to play that.
I don't think Fable is coming to the Wii ever.
It is, because they have this thing now. It's a Fable 4. If you look it up, they where you can spellcast, or maybe it's for the oh no, it's still for Xbox, but with the what the hell do you call that thing with there you don't need the freaking controller.
The Move.
The Kinect?
Yeah, the Kinect. That,
there
yeah,
you go.
that. It's for the Kinect.
Oh, Fable Journey?
Yeah, Fable Journey or something like that. I don't know. It looks cool, but we'll see.
Do you have a Kinect?
I'm too broke for that.
Well, sorry, no Fable Journey for you.
I'll come up with the money for that. pawn shops.
Pitiful
They sell
humans.
everything.
Okay. Now, with that being said, let's... Well, I'm going to go ahead and do a little mini rant thing.
Do it.
Well, it's just a mini rant. I have 3 questions that I'm going to ask the game companies before I even go. I'm not even going to... I've opened up Ninja Game 3, but I haven't started playing it yet. So question 1 is, does 2 attach to 3 in save game? Probably not. Dead or Alive 5, does that attach to 4 in any way? Probably not. But 4 did attach to Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball. I'm a guy, I know these things. Shut it.
How was that possible? I always thought the Extreme Beach Volleyball series were non-canon.
They weren't supposed to be canon, but it didn't attach storyline-wise, but it attached, like, some other way. It's like either you get some money bonus or some crap like that.
I haven't yet to play the Dead or Alive series. I've wanted to, but every time I go to the store, they only have that volleyball version. I don't want that.
Yeah, it's true. The volleyball mechanics in that needed help.
Yeah, I got hit in the face in playing volleyball. It probably happened in the game too. Because I fail that much.
The DLA series for fighting is actually pretty good. It doesn't overly rely on, say, like Mortal Kombat, where you have to have the factory-made combo memorized forwards and backwards just in case. You know, kind of like how Killer Instinct used to be.
I button mash.
Yeah, pretty much. You can actually get away with that in Dead or Alive, unfortunately.
Whee!
Especially if you button mash and it's random. It's like, I'm going to count. No. 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 Stop countering. It ain't going to work. No. And you're out. Brad, the more, quote, skill you have, the better it is that you'll more likely win, but doesn't guarantee a victory. Unlike Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where if you learn a combo, it's not even a factory-made combo, but if you learn a combo, you can pretty much spam the hell out of it and be done with it. Be done with the fight. Because, you know, in that game, they try to make it balanced by making people actually get hurt when they're hit. Which reminds y'all probably of the video I put up with Hulk smashing Phoenix.
Yeah.
Full life to nothing. And then, of course, the homeboys dancing. Had to keep that. That made me smile.
That was just awesome.
I could so see that in an arcade.
That'd be you.
Oh, I'll be dancing up a storm if I beat him like that. But yeah!
Just don't wear shorts.
Hey. Do not mess with these shorts.
Or get a tan first.
Hey, so. I'm in California. I'm working on it.
I'm so bad. I'm sorry.
Pitiful human. I was looking at Warriors Orochi 3 or whatever, and they have Ryo Hayabusa in it, so I'm happy. It'll probably be a pain in the ass to unlock his ass, but, you know.
Oh, what? What game?
Warriors Orochi 3. They have Ryo Hayabusa in it.
Warriors.
Yeah, it's a Dynasty Warriors game.
How are those games? Are they just repetitive?
It's kind of like Diablo. Run through hack and slash as much as you can, then kill whatever General Bob, George, Cindy, Lewis, Kung Fu, Grease, Snow White.
Sound kind of boring. I need more variety in my gameplay.
That's pretty much all it comes out to. Hack and slash as many people as possible along your way to smack somebody. And half the time the person that you're going to smack is stronger than you, so you smack him, he smacks you back, and you run away like a scared little girl. It's like, poof, okay, that's done. New plan. So, since I don't get mails about the podcast or anything, I don't have to worry about opening any viewer mail.
We can send mail to you.
What?
We can send viewer mail to you.
Viewers can send viewer mail.
You can't send viewer mail if you don't have a freaking address to send mail to.
Just
Oh,
inbox
yeah.
his YouTube, probably.
That would probably work best. That would make the most sense anyway. I could be wrong, but that doesn't make a lot of sense.
But then he'll get inboxes from 13-year-old kids bitching at him, and
What do you mean this guy doesn't know how to fight on the game? What do you mean I gotta block more?
Or Jay will get a stalker. Some 13-year-old girl stalker. I'd laugh so hard.
No, thank you very much.
Oh, that would be amusing.
No, that would not. That would just suck.
Suck for you, amusing for me, because I could just sit back and laugh.
Pitiful human. Our resident Canadian is very much trying to make fun of me. What's that all about? Anyway.
It's called payback. And I caught that. I heard that. That's not nice.
Well, anyway, moving along. Victor is currently having an issue that I had, I don't know how many months ago.
And what issue?
Not with the same person, surprisingly. But someone who knows the same person.
Who we talking about again? Just to I guess keep Kara in the loop.
Yeah, about...
I'm partly in the loop. I've already been informed.
Without using names, and that'll be nice. I'll actually manage not to use names. I'll try, anyway.
The DOA player. Keep it at that.
Well, there's a few of them that I want to just choke for some reason. But the friend, how can I say this? The friend of one of the many girls that say they don't like drama has come up to Victor and has trying being the operative word, to start said drama with Victor. All because of something that is beyond his immediate control. AKA the girl not showing up to roleplay.
Oh, Victor's wife, current wife.
Yeah. See, I managed not to use any names, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Currently, Victor is putting up with that. And this is one thing I try to point out to people. It's, of all the time for him to start bringing this kind of crap up, it's only now that he starts bringing it up. Couldn't have brought it up earlier.
I find it funny though. From what I've seen though, the day that was posted was the same day that certain someone reactivated an account or made a new one of the same character.
I think I know who you're talking about.
It's kind of odd that it's the same day.
I don't think it is.
I do. Suspicious to me, but then again, I'm a paranoid fuck, so.
You know, everybody is everybody in role playing. I mean,
Yeah,
pretty different people.
that's true. That's true.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm
We're
20
all the same. Like your roleplay style is a lot like Raul's, which is a lot like Chris's. But Chris has enough of a difference to where you can actually tell him apart, per se. Per se being the operative phrase.
So you both grew boobs and are suddenly girls now?
I'm working on it.
And titties! Oh, I'm killing myself.
I told you, giggles.
I know. I can't help it. I try, but I can't. I'm not choking yet on my own laugh. It's okay.
Alright.
Kind of make me scared to know what you're choking on.
You're perfect, Victor.
What are you talking about?
Wow.
Innuendo. That's what that was.
No, that's your own perverted mind.
Only because I hang around you two, or talk to you two, should I say. I'll blame it on that.
So now our resident Canadian is going to blame us on that.
I gotta keep myself looking innocent somehow.
I do not believe such a thing. Anyhow, fortunately, and I do underline the word fortunately here, this amount of quote-unquote drama is only in character at this point in time.
Thank God.
So far, issue 3 has not been brought up. I'm not going to hold my breath on that. Since this guy is the same guy that knows someone who says they never ever had an issue 3 and then issue 3 my ass all over the place.
That person
Yeah, that
issues
wasn't confusing
everybody
at
all
all.
over the place.
Remember, I'm trying to understand both of y'all at the same time is next to impossible. Victor, what'd you say?
I said it. No, just nothing. Just go and continue on. Yeah. I don't even remember what I said.
But in character, Victor's character, Victor, was pretty badass with mouth and back. I have to admit that. So your comebacks, your in-character comebacks were pretty awesome.
They were calm, they weren't flustered, and they made very solid points. And yet, all of a sudden, that's when they stopped replying. Like I told you earlier, they suddenly stopped replying. It's like, whoops.
We've been caught. Run!
Well, here's the thing. People say they want to roleplay with folks. You send starters and they don't reply, or they reply once and that's the end of it.
I fucking hate that with a passion.
But at the same time, they keep bugging people. Oh, I want to roleplay. I want to roleplay. I want to roleplay. I'll give you a perfect example. If you guys are still friends with her, I apologize. But in Razu's, I'm probably not saying the name wrong, so you can yell and scream at me about that later. Whatever.
I just call him Rao.
Yeah, pretty much.
I never know how to pronounce his name.
Yeah, I think it's like Raizu or something like that. Anyway, in his little kingdom, good old Rose, and I have to say good old Rose because that's who we all know her as, Rose, she hopped on with her, quote, married character and asked for roleplay. No problem, whatever. Rao started roleplaying with her. Again, no problem. A little bit later, she asks again, could someone roleplay with me? I'm sitting here thinking, Rao's roleplaying with you. So you got
We're
somebody.
talking about that Eden group, right?
Yeah.
I left that as soon as I noticed she was in there.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of threw me off because she keeps asking for roleplay, and Rao's like, I keep roleplaying with you. No, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting your point. Is there something I'm missing? Is there something that's not clicking? What do you want? But a lot of people do the same thing. Rao himself does that very thing. I want to roleplay. So some people start roleplaying with him. Then he comes back and goes, I want to roleplay. And they're going,
But in Rao's defense, he's a young man, like younger than all of us, and he's just getting into the role play.
Yeah, he's getting used to it. So that's why I have no problem with him.
Bad for him with how much drama he's been bombarded with from that group.
I felt bad for him because, like I told him, I laughed, but at the same time, I said I'm sorry. And I don't know if Victor, you were there for that one or not.
What?
When Rao started role-playing, or I guess role-playing that character, and he wanted to be Rohan's brother, he talked to me to be, hey, could I be your character's son? He wanted to make sure across the board it's okay in the family line. So I was like, sure, no problem, whatever. So Rao changed his last name to Zanoni. And oh my lord, the girls flipped on him.
Because once that name comes up, it's automatically you.
Yeah, by default, it's me. So they threw a fit on him. He lost like 2 girlfriends because his character married one girl. She broke up with him, married with another girl. She broke up with him because of the last name. And I'm sitting there like, dude, I find it funny, but I am sorry. I'm sorry for your situation, but I still find it funny. You know what I mean? It's one of those, I couldn't help you with that one. There's nothing I could do. So he changed his last name to Izuzu or whatever for a little while. People start getting used to it. Then he changed it back to Zanoni.
That's because the Exonis are just awesome. He couldn't stay away.
Well, he was trying to do that to get them used to him being him, as opposed to, say, as an Oni. But I couldn't help, like I said, I couldn't help but laugh. I even put LOL. I couldn't help but put LOL. That's funny to me. I'm like, I'm sorry for you, but this situation was funny as hell. Because they sat there and go, they pretty much, how can I say this? They were mad at me because I didn't like Vega. Oh Lord. Someone in the United States stopped liking somebody in the United States. No, I don't have personal opinions. No, how dare I? I'm thinking as original. I'm thinking as an individual. How dare I? I need to go back into the conformist school.
That's a fine of $10,000, you know, freedom of speech and thought.
Hey, that's only $50 in Massachusetts. Freedom of speech.
Yeah, but freedom of thought is totally different. It's a higher price.
Is that how it is in Canada? Because I don't think it's like that here.
Yeah.
No, we're a free country here. Somewhat.
But staying on point, like I said, I felt bad for Raul because the very thing they were trying to blame me for, they bashed the hell out of him for it. I mean, literally, they sat there and went, oh, you don't like role-playing with him because of this. I'm like, no. Glacier has no problem role-playing with Vega. Laser said straight up he doesn't trust Vega. I even told him out of character. Out of character, out of character. I don't trust your ass. Something's wrong.
Speaking of trust issues, do you recall me one of our podcasts saying that I had to delete someone because he was going to my friends freaking out because I dropped an in-character relationship that was inbox only?
Yeah.
Because it was back when I first opened Mitts, because I never, when I first started role-playing.
Yeah.
Well, he just re-added me on a different account, like not even a week ago. And I told him straight out I didn't trust his ass, and he was like, why? Well, so I named off the items. I said, you got one chance, you fuck it up, you're gone. It's like, thanks for labeling me like that. Well, when you do shit like that, you're gonna get labeled.
Yeah.
Was it out of character or in character?
It was out of character, he messaged me. So I told him straight out.
But like I said,
Gone.
but like I was saying, in character I told him, and out of character I told him. In two different posts. It's like, in character, Laser doesn't trust Vega. Out of character, I don't trust your ass because of how you do things. Because I know how he does things. Hell, Glacier was his wingman. We rolled people, so I know how he did things. That's why I brought it up. I'm like, I don't trust your ass because I know how you do things. Well, needless to say, because I don't like Vega, apparently 9/10 of the female DOA players lost their shit on me. And when I say lost their shit, I mean they lost their shit. They went nuts. You don't like Vega? Oh my god, you must suck as a roleplayer. You must do this, and you must do that, and you must do this. I'm like, wow, really?
They were just all dick whipped.
And then
Maybe if you had
You know, I never understood the big deal.
them,
about
then they would have been in your favor.
Okay, Victor, let me catch you up on the Vega incident, as I call it, because this is an actual long incident, but I'm going to give you the cliff notes. When I made Glacier, I wanted him to pal around with characters that were close to the general mentality. Vega, of course, if you know Street Fighter lore, is more of a murderer.
Uh-huh.
Yes, he has issues with wanting to see people, wanting to look at beauty and all that, and wanting to be beautiful, but he's technically a murderer. So naturally, I had to go deal with Vegas. Well, that was no problem. Met this particular Vega. They seemed to hit off fine, and Glacier was pretty much the wingman to get people veered into Vega so he can have his little dates and rapes and all that happy crap. So pretty much Glacier was a mobile Jedi mind trick for Vega. I had no problem with that. However, the big issue for Vega was he would flatter people out of character and make people out of character think they were dating out of character. Which is why they started hooking up their characters in the first place. The way he got some of the girls that he could rape, quote unquote, was because character-wise he couldn't do it. But out of character, he flattered the fuck out of them. Oh, your roleplay style is so wonderful and lovely, and I love how you do this, and I love how you do that, and yada. And he just kept flattering them, flattering, until eventually he came up with, oh, I wanted to try this my character with yours. Is that all right? And they're like, oh yeah, sure, no problem.
Uh-huh.
And so rape away.
I never understood the way they just throw rape around. I mean, it's pretty consensual, isn't it? I mean, unless he just forces himself on them at the beginning.
His character did try that, and a lot of girls didn't even bother trying to say, no, I'm not going to do that. They just went ahead with it. And then they wondered why they were having issues. I couldn't imagine. He was also the guy that played Pyramid Head. So, of course, he only showed up, which, of course, I don't play Silent Hill, but I did a little bit of research, just a touch, about Pyramid Head. Just a touch. Just so I know what I was dealing with. Just a little bit. And I don't think raping the girls meant anything to do with the James character that Pyramid Head was supposed to be torturing. I'm just throwing that out there. I mean, he took out DOA girls, he took out Street Fighter girls, he took out, I think, one of the Urkin girls, he took out something from some other series. I mean, he was all over the place. And I'm sitting there going, they have nothing to do with the guy. So Pyramid Head won't want to punish them because that's not his objective. The character's objective is to punish the James character. There is no James character. Fine.
Who's James?
It's
It's
one of the Silent Hill characters. One of the main characters.
I thought when you said James, you was talking about you because I think that's your first name.
Yeah, but no, not me.
Yeah, because thinking of Pyramid Head raping you.
Yeah, no. No, thank you. No.
Oh, that's funny right there.
No, thank you very much. No, but what happened was, according to the story, the Pyramid Head is supposed to represent his inner torment, which is why it raped other monsters. Then when it saw him, it wanted to go kill him. It wanted him to suffer. So apparently all those girls knew that James character, and then the reason why the Vega incident became the Vega incident was mainly because what he did was he started his OOC bullshit with all the DOA girls. Ayane, Kasumi, the ones we know, per se.
From what I read, though, when it really started is when you had gotten to an argument with the Glacier's ex-wife and the player of Laser's ex-wife, not Tash, but the one before that, about when you had an argument over posting length and storylines, and then all of a sudden he deleted you across the board. Yeah, I wall stalked.
That was the tail end of it. I'll go over that because that is part of the Glacier incident. That's a little bit later though. The next part of the Glacier incident was, like I was telling you, Vic, he was talking to the Ayane we knew, he was talking to the Kasumi, etc., 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 and he was talking out of character. Oh, I love the way you guys roleplay. I've always been looking forward to roleplaying with all of you, and yada yada blah 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 blah, which is surprisingly why Rose has something to do with Shadow Law. Shocking gasp. The whole Vega Gilgamesh thing, if you look on her little profile, it's in there. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Because we all know using shadows is so original.
Yeah, no kidding, right? In any case, they're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth out of character. And he came up saying, oh, by the way, that double R guy, he hates me. I'm like, no, I don't trust him. And I point that out. I don't trust him. As soon as I said that, the girls freaked out. And they threw a bigger fit when they found out that there was actually a hate group against him. Not exactly a hate group, they just don't want him in role-playing because of what he does to people. Apparently, the player formerly known as the character, Lei Feng, which is apparently someone totally different, even though I heard him on Skype, apparently someone totally different because the playstyle is so different.
The sarcasm there is so evident.
Well, that's the main issue I have with people's statement about Eiko. I gave her my character Callisto, and everyone's like, well, you two roleplay a lot, so you're the same person. I'm like, well, apparently Lei Fang was the same person as Kasumi because they have the identical same playstyle.
Actually, no. I mean, I know it's with the Lee Fang player. I mean, a lot of times, like 99% of the time, she was always talking out of character. I mean, rarely, if ever, did I ever see her role play. I mean,
Oh no, she roleplayed.
huh?
Glacier knows she roleplayed. She roleplayed and she did other things. But we're not gonna go into that. Which is an issue 3, which I'll bring up in a little bit.
Well, I know Aiko's not you because I've talked to her, and there's no way you are her because she's just too blunt and honest about certain things that you would never say, ever.
I actually thought Laser was Aiko when I first met her.
It's a similar play style. That's why it's a similar play style. That's why I was saying, oh, Lei Fang is so much of a different person than Kasumi or Ayane. Oh my god, the play style is so different.
And it's same with like for a while people were thinking Aiko, whatever I say Aiko because of the E, but
Yeah.
that Rohan and her were the same as well. Well, no, because I've spoken to role player. They are totally different when you're talking to them.
Well, if you noticed, I put it in a podcast thing on my channel that there is a discussion with me, the original Aiko player, and I say the original because they bounced, and the original Rohan player because he's still there. He's still doing it, and I still can't get a hold of his ass. I even sent him an email today, and he didn't answer.
Well, Rohan's been the same player since the account was converted into Rohan anyways.
That's why.
So.
That's why I said original, because originally it was the Rock, which was what
Yeah.
I used, but then I handed it over.
Yeah, I know that.
But as you could tell, when you saw the interview, there she was plain as day, there he was plain as day. Unless I've mastered some ability to manipulate the form of human beings, I can't do that. I should probably talk to Charles Xavier if he was real. That'd be great. But moving along with the Vega incident. He pretty much turned the DOA girls and thinking that he's pretty much sort of God. Literally, he is never wrong. He is always the right guy. He's always the victim. So the player who formerly role-played as Lei Fang had her friend join the little Vega group. And then she pretty much targeted me without calling me out, but she targeted me and went nuts. Then everyone in the group jumped her ass on it before I even got a chance to counter. Which I found funny. But of course that got spread back to Vega, and of course, as y'all saw, there's some issues on me about that. Nevertheless, we go on and on and on and on. And the whole Sway incident is Sway has always been talking to Vega. Always been a friend of his. Always. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. So apparently people started hating me, which they told Vega, oh, we're not talking to him because we love you, but we hate him. So Sway brought it up, and we started talking out of character about what's going on. Well, magically, and I do mean magically, Sway decides to do the one thing that I've had Glacier warn her not to do because she did it before. So she did it purposely a second time to get out of it. So,
But during that incident, not even weeks before, I was confronted by who we've had our suspicions is the same player but different characters about Rohan apparently sleeping around. So it was kind of weird, and all that OCC bullshit that she was spewing.
I just found it funny because you said there was actually a group where like a bunch of your characters and a bunch of his characters are all sitting there between characters.
Well, it is like every character that he's even messed around with are mine, which I'm totally okay with. He's had permission for that.
I just find that funny. It might not be the whole story, but you know what? I find that funny by default. Because you can't really say it's wrong, you can't really say it's 100% right, you know? It's like right there's evidence.
I find it easier because there's no OCC issues with other players saying, oh, well, you're with my character, why are your character's with his? Right?
Exactly.
So it's easier just to stick with one player playing two characters than bothering with different people because then there's less issues. That's just my preference.
Yeah, I can see that. But that's the major issue with the Vega incident, as I call it. Because for those of you who actually know, when Laser started dating Kasumi, I got bombarded with hate mail. Oh my god, that was a lot of hate mail. I spent pretty much 2 straight hours cutting through at least 250 in character hate mails. I don't even know who the fuck those people were. I was like, but dealt with it, cleared it out. And then all of a sudden I started dealing with Vega within the week. So I'm like, okay, that just seems a little too convenient.
No.
Yeah. Well, I've never had the hate mail thing ever happen to me, so I'm happy with that.
Girls don't get that, fortunately. Girls usually don't get the major bombardment.
I'm honestly though, like I had, if you could count it as hate mail, I had arguments with people over drama issues, but never bombarded with hate mail, thankfully.
Well, this is why I gave Victor the championship belt of roleplay. Because most...
Huh?
Hello?
Yeah. What's up?
No, I said that's why I gave you like the championship belt of roleplay.
Oh, really?
I actually bestowed you the belt of roleplayer. You actually know what the fuck you're doing.
Oh.
Unlike Rohan, where I had to reprimand him, and unlike Aiko, where I had to reprimand her. I don't know if you're there. Well, I've minorly reprimanded you, but
I don't call that minor.
for me, it's minor. Trust me.
You scared the shit out of me that day. I'm legitimately scared.
Well, I don't... Victor, you know about, I can't remember who Aiko was arguing with, but it was on Renault's post. I was reading it, and I broke it down, like, literally, I broke down their argument after the fact. But it was either Artemis... Not Artemis. It wasn't Artemis. It was Vyra.
Vera 6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that character, Victor?
Huh?
Isn't Vyra yours?
Well, I have access to her.
Well, I just remembered Aiko and Vyra were arguing, and I broke down after the fact. It's fine, little guy. I broke down after the fact all the technical flaws on both sides. And I say both sides because it wasn't just one-sided right. It was just, you messed up here, this person messed up here. You messed up here, this person messed up here.
Yeah, I read that. That was some long-ass post.
I broke down both sides. Then I lightly reprimanded Aiko there, and then I majorly reprimanded her in the inbox. Because I told her that she should know better. She started taking stuff out of character, and I was like, no, I've already gone over this with you when we went over practice. No, this should not be happening. And I sent her, y'all saw how, well, you saw how long that post was, right, Kara?
Yep, I read it all.
Times 3.
Aw, you did not do that to that poor girl.
Yes, I did, because we've gone over that. I told her that was a major issue I never want to see. So I gave her the big list. She understood, and then she sent an apology to Vera, from what I was told, or Vyra. I don't know if Vyra ever got it. I don't know. I was just told she sent it, so I was like, okay, whatever. Needless to say, she hasn't had any major issues with that anymore, now has she?
Well, from what I've seen, that was Aiko's only actual, where the only time where I've seen her really step out of, where she took things OCC. That's the only time. So, gotta give her credit on that.
Maybe. But I already reprimanded her for it. She understood what was going on, and then she adjusted. The Vega issue, I don't trust him because he uses people. He uses people. Not roleplay characters. He's using the actual player. There have been so many people that were upset out of character because they actually believed they were dating him. Because that's what he was telling them.
That follows the mentality. Like, there's a thing here that I've been certain male types. Not saying all guys are like this. Not at all.
Right.
Some women are like it too. It's that use brand new toy. Let's use them around. Once I get bored with them, oh look, a new toy.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what he was doing, from what I heard.
Yeah.
And then just not talking to the other girls anymore, deleting them.
And they got upset about it, and they actually felt bad. But, and when I had to deal with it, I was like, you know what? I'm tired of dealing with it. So I don't trust your ass, because you do this shit, and now I gotta clean up half of it. No, we're done here. So he got upset about that. And then I got information from other people out of character that he did other things, and I was like, again, I don't care anymore. No. So So I try to warn people I knew. I was like, hey, he does this. So if it happens,
You've been warned.
don't look at me. I put down the landing pad right there. So there it is. If you know to land there or on the floor, that's up to you. But like I said, right now for Victor, for you, you don't have that issue so far. But don't hold your breath on it yet. Because that guy might just flip out and blame you for everything out of character as well.
No, you won't.
Yes, he will.
What? I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
That guy might flip out and blame you about her situation as well.
Oh, okay.
The other
No,
guy.
I think you were gonna flip out on him.
No.
I was gonna say you're bullshitting.
But, now I say but, if it happens, you'll be aware, and I want you to keep your eyes open for what it does. So if it does, ease off of it. I don't mean ease off of the whole situation, I just mean, pull back, deal with whatever it is out of character as out of character.
Yeah.
I actually, ever since those issues, and ever since I was brought into them, because, I just happened to be friends with everybody at the time, because I'm a friendly person. I friend everybody, usually until they fucking pissing me off, and then I just drop them, but ever since that issue, last year, on my character's birthday, I got flooded with happy birthday wishes. This year, it was maybe 10. So, I just think crossing's involved in there, somehow.
Yeah, it usually is.
My art, before, I wasn't RPing a lot because not many people replied, but there was more than what there is now. Ever since the issue, which just null and void. Maybe it's because I just don't trust people anymore, or maybe it's just they don't want to talk to me. I don't fucking know what's going on there, but I don't know. Crossing seems to be in there somewhere.
The big major issue that I also point out is, even when Rose was Rose and whatever, I kind of was checking up on her every so often to make sure everything was good. Ever since Ro kind of stepped out of line, and when I say out of line, he stepped out of line in my view. He felt justified, but I felt he stepped out of line, so we had a discussion. Anyway.
Are we talking about when he went on a fit sticking up for me?
No. Well,
No, not that issue? The one after that where I threw up a status being pissed off and told everyone to fuck off?
No, there was one where it was, I guess it was quote-unquote blackmail.
Oh, that's when he was sticking up for me.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was trying to pull a trump card thing.
The way he, I do applaud him for sticking up for me because no one has ever stuck up for me, but the way he did it was...
Underhanded.
Yeah. There's better ways to stick up for someone in a way, I guess, but...
Who you talking about?
Remember when Bro had a status up about how everyone was using me as a third wheel?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that status.
Yeah, the one where Ayane's player thought you were being serious when you were saying because you thought it was something else.
Who, me?
Yeah.
That's when Ayana pretty much deleted you.
Yeah, because she mistook how you were trying to fly. Exactly, buddy.
What's wrong?
One of his toys is acting up. It's not really acting up, but to him it's acting up. But anyway, because of that, I've already had that issue with him, so we've already covered it.
A lot of that's my fault too, because I should have dealt with it myself in a way, but I don't know how to stick up for myself that well, and I should have put a kibosh to some of those friendships that weren't really friendships in the first place, so...
Oh yeah. But, as I was saying, the Rose character, I guess, or the Rose player, because I was checking up on her after the whole Rohan incident, was checking up on her every so often. Well, one point she's, I guess to cut communication, she's like, oh, I'm getting married. I was like, well, good for you. We'll leave it at that. Because I
Yeah.
understand some people don't like role playing, so I'll leave you with that. And then, of course, in Rao's little group, she's saying stuff about her roommate kicked her out, etc., etc., etc. And I'm sitting here looking at it going, last I know, she was supposed to be getting married. Now it's just a roommate? What did I miss? Do I really care about what I missed? No. But at the same time, it's one of those A plus B equals George Washington. Wait a minute. A plus B usually gets ab.
I don't have abs. I got a keg going on here, so. Sorry, I just.
Boo.
Oh, one of those days. Lack of sleep.
Yeah, that's a major issue. And like I've already brought up to Karen, now I guess I'll bring it up here for the podcast. So if she really is listening to these and hearing this, she can defend herself or state what she wants to state when she comes to it. I believed, like I told you, Carol, I initially believed that Akadu, I can't enunciate that name either. The Aka girl that we're dealing with right now. I swore that was Lei Feng's player because of how.
Oh,
yeah.
Asuka.
It's because of how she does things. Like.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right. Like, let me give you an example on why. When Sway made a character, Lei Feng's player suddenly made a character, which was identical, and I do mean identical.
Like she was a wolf girl too, or whatever she is.
Well, it was a different character for that one. Like,
Okay.
Sway made a cat girl, and then a couple days later, because Vega took notice of said cat girl, Lei Feng magically made the exact same cat girl. Same name, just different language for what the word meant. It's like...
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss? I'm sorry.
Not much.
Are we referring to how we thought Askin,
Yeah.
Vic thought Askin was B because it was similar?
Yeah, I'm going over why. I'm breaking it actual down so you see why I came up with that. Like I said, when Sway made her cat girl, Lei Feng's player made the exact same cat girl, same first name. The last name was a translation of Sway's character's last name. Same abilities, same profession, same everything, and she went out to friend Vega first and foremost.
Yeah.
Shocking gasp.
Well, like I also mentioned, right now, like, there's no issues with the girl we're role-playing with because she hasn't started any.
Right.
And also, in her defense, it doesn't seem like the Li Fang's player's actual style to a T. Like, some of the similarities between her and my character, there's some, but there's a lot that's really different. So, I don't know. Like I said, I don't have an issue with her as long as no issues are started, so... Everyone went quiet now.
What? I'm still here.
Double R just went off the grid.
Or inside the door.
Somebody else needs to get his attention.
The hell? Oh.
What happened?
I stepped in a popsicle and it was cold.
Oh, I gotta laugh at that.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Man. Left field.
I think Laser is strangling his kids Homer Simpson style.
Just about. No, but you saw the reason why I brought it up. And then, of course, looking at Axe ability, and it's like, wow, look at this. It's almost the same thing.
Yeah.
So I threw a flag on play and just kind of, now you know Vic too, Vic. But, Kira, that's why I threw my flag down. I was like, it seems that way, but it's not going to change how Laser reacts to it.
Yeah, which is understandable. Like, I get what you're saying. And like I said, as long as I'm one of those people, if no issues are started with me, I'm fine.
Yeah.
So, I ain't gonna do anything different just because of...
It's only a presumption. I could be
Yeah.
I could totally be wrong. So that's fine by me.
Yeah, exactly.
But like
Exactly.
I said, it just, again, if 1 + 1 = 2, then 2 + 2 = 4, not apple pie. Well, hey, I could check that.
2 apples plus 2 apples in a pie makes apple pie.
Yeah, maybe. But that's kind of why I brought it up.
Mhm.
Now, I also bring up the fact, what does this have to do with the game music and music in general for people? Well,
Not-
look at how some people grab music themes for their character. Some of the themes made no sense for their character. They're like, oh, this is my character down to a T. And then you hear it, and it's like, I'm a Barbie girl, and the guy's Magneto. And you're sitting there going,
Kira's got that She-Wolf theme. It's not to a T, but it's She-Wolf, so it's there.
But you see what I'm saying? Some people grab a theme or grab a popular music song for a theme, and it makes no sense for the character.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there looking at it going, he did not just pick move bitch get out the way, and the guy's a school teacher. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Back up. You're a kindergartner school teacher? What are you, Arnold Schwarzenegger? Get down! I mean, what did I miss? The song doesn't fit.
What theme is it I got for Emma? I think I have hot as fire, cold as ice, or something like that for Emma's theme. Just because it kind of does fit her attitude. For what I've seen from the television shows, anyways.
But again, you see what I'm saying. A lot of people will sit there and go, oh, my theme song's going to be Magic Stick. Wow. Invisible Woman has the Magic Stick. Okay, good to know, Invisible Woman. Not dealing with your ass.
Invisible Woman? What?
Invisible Woman has the Magic Stick.
Speaking of invisible people, I got a random joke I'm just going to throw out because you brought it up. And it relates to canon characters in general. Anyways, Wonder Woman was laying on top of a building naked, and Superman's flying over. So, he swoops in, thinking, I could get in there real fast, because he's fastest speeding bullet, right? So he gets in there real fast and out, and the Wonder Woman's like, what the fuck? And Invisible Man's like, I don't know, but my ass hurts.
Poor guy.
That was a random joke. It just kind of out there. I know.
That's random, but wow, that's just messed up. But the reason why I bring that up is because when I put up Disturbed's Asylum,
that fits Laser.
People are like, they're at first sitting there looking at it going, I'm not sure that fits him because he's very calculated. Like, yes, but all his calculations come from insanity. As y'all heard as y'all read with the discussion on with Act there, Laser Strip says, yes, I've done these thought boxes a while, but because of them, they're the ones that give me my epiphanies. And since all his epiphanies have come in forms of numbers, it's his insanity that's causing him to get the mathematics.
If Laser didn't have those thought boxes, he wouldn't be the same. He wouldn't be as awesome.
He'd be a lot calmer.
Crimson's fucking epic.
But that's like the design for Crimson. It's supposed to be like a random thought that pops into his head. That's why it comes up with like tortillas, chichillas, some random food item, and you're like, what's that got to do with building up a gate?
But it's so funny. It's like Mitsuki. She's just random too, but not as random as Crimson.
Like, as you see, it's when people sat there and looked at the song, they're like, okay, let me hear it out. They listen to the song and they add it up because Laser has been killed by Weasel before. So it's like, okay, that's probably what his mind's going through. It's always, if you do this, this will happen. Then you gotta go back to the beginning and try again. If you make a star and it blows up and you destroy the planet, you need to find a new planet with resources to make another star.
Yep.
So you got only one swing at this, don't fuck it up.
Oh.
But like I said, it's all on how it comes back to character translation pretty much.
And the actual listening.
Yeah, that too. But that's why I stated, that's why our main topic was over music today, because, well, if you're going to pick a theme for your character, at least have one that makes some version of sense. I'm not saying it has to be 100%, I'm just saying it has to make some version of sense. If you're Miss Prince Princess and your character's quote a virgin and never seen another man, then you better not have freaking Katy Perry's Last Friday song singing for your theme.
I think the problem here is that people, rather than choose the song that's fitting to their character, it's more like the song they really like.
Yeah. And that's the problem. It's people listen to the beat and go, I love this beat, but they don't listen to the words. They hear the words, but they don't listen to them. Which, of course, was the perfect evidence with the whole black and yellow thing. It's about the Pittsburgh Steelers. I have heard no football reference in that song, whatever. And then, of course, you sit here and see someone break it down, and you still see no reference to football.
Mm-hmm.
There's more references to cars, if anything else. He's talking about paint job. He's talking about brakes and peeling off. So you're sitting there looking at it going, really?
Well, speaking of fitting songs, the link that I sent to you earlier, like before we started, referring to Glacier, like if you listen to it and actually, like, Glacier's been single, like, free of whatever for how long now? And when he did become single, he was pretty happy about it, like, woo, I'm free type deal, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much what the song's referring to, being single and free. So I was like, that's Glacier right there.
He was upset, character-wise, he was upset for maybe, I think, 2 days at most. And then he's like, fuck it. What's the point of worrying about it? I got shit to do. Fuck it. I'm good now.
So,
I
and
don't
the
care.
fact that it's Korean singers, it's like, hey, it fits even more.
Exactly. The only reason why I took it to heart was because she was saying that she doesn't cross. She never crossed. And then she said, yeah, and then she crossed like a freaking bat out of hell. And I'm going, did I miss something?
I've seen that. It's like, what? For someone who's supposed to, I don't bring drama. Like, because she had, during that incident of, I had the one player come at me with a whole bunch of shit about you and this and that. I had asked a question, like, I had asked the girl a question, well, why don't you ask Sway, right? So Sway added me because this person told her to, and she's like, look, don't come at, like, if certain things are going on with this and this, don't come at me with it. It's not my problem. I don't want the drama. And yet she's brought a whole bunch of shit up during that, on those wall posts. Like, really? I know, it don't make sense right now.
Well, the one thing I find absolutely hilarious personally is, Victor, I don't know how many people do this to your character, but a lot of people try to do this like a scare tactic. Or at least girls. Why don't you ask so-and-so yourself?
Yeah, that's what she said.
She said, ask so-and-so themselves if this is a joke. So what did Glacier do? Since he saw the picture and had a reference and had access to this person, they're not friends, but because they're both were in the picture, per se,
Yeah.
I was able to talk to him. So I brought it up as Glacier. Glacier came in character and asked straightforward, what type of joke is this? And the guy straight said, verbatim, word for word, it's not a joke. So Glacier brought it right back up. Okay, according to him, it's not a joke. So she flipped out over the fact that Glacier went to him in the first place. The very thing she told him to do, he went and did, and got yelled at for doing it.
Women's logic.
So Glacier kind of sat there like, what? Why did you say do it, and then I did it? Don't say, that's like, be careful what you wish for, you might get it. Especially around like Laser. If he's ending up granting a wish, he will find a loophole and he will fuck you over with it.
That's like a genie.
Exactly. If you leave a loophole and you're not
No,
exact.
not Aladdin type genie. The real freaking genie's lore.
Yeah, the Jinn. The DGINN or something like that.
Jinns. Those fuckers are scary shit, man.
Yeah. Have y'all seen Bewitched? I think. No, Bedazzled? No, Bewitched, I think. No, not Bewitched. It's not Bewitched, it's like Bedazzled or something like that. With Elizabeth Hurley, the English girl. Where she's role-playing, well, she's acting as the devil. and she gives Brendan Fraser 3 wishes.
Oh, Bedazzled.
Bedazzled, thank you.
I don't know if I've seen that one, but
It's actually pretty good. It's actually a very good movie because it shows you how to word things. Because every time he words something, she does within the lines. I wish I had a burger with fries. So what does she do? She takes him onto a bus, goes down to Burger King, they both get off, she orders a burger and fries. Wish is granted conventionally. She's not wrong, and that's still one wish granted.
well, Laser, you used to be a Charmed fan, right?
No.
To a point.
Laser's watched Charmed. I know he has.
I've watched Sailor Moon, I've watched Charmed.
Watch Charm.
I've watched Sailor Moon and I've watched Charmed. All of Sailor Moon and all of Charmed. I still don't blow my brains out from both of those.
Charmed had an episode revolved around a Jin Genie, and he was a pretty fucking sly motherfucker and twisted their wishes.
Yeah, that's what they do. It's, you want this? Okay. If you're not specific, you get penalized. And that's what I liked about Bedazzled, because the guy's like, I want to be tall, I want to be athletic, I want to do this and this and this and this. Okay, great. You're a dumbass with a small dick. But everything else is fulfilled. You're very athletic. Everyone loves the fact you're athletic. Everyone loves what you do. You're like a superstar. But you got a very, very small dick where the girl laughed at you. And you're dumb as a brick.
Isn't that how most male models are anyways?
Something like that.
That's what I heard. That's just what I heard. I wouldn't know.
But that's like the whole thing. Be careful what you ask for. You might get it. Well, Sway told him to do something. He went and did it. Well, don't bring my drama to don't bring that drama to my friends. You told me to. That's why if you ever go in the military for any reason and they give you an order, make sure it's lawful. Because you will be punished just as much as they will if you follow it and it's wrong. Be careful what you ask for. You just might get it. And that was the whole thing. Like I said, I got upset about it at first. And then I looked at it and I busted up laughing. I couldn't help it. And I guess she was trying to make Glacier mad after she deleted him. But he's already deleted. So everything that was posted, I wouldn't have seen anyway.
Yeah.
It didn't stop me from laughing, though, because, like, wait, you just told me to do this. I did it. All your friends saw that you told me to do it. And I did it.
What?
I just kind of sat there for a minute, like, really?
I feel bad for you. Like, you've had so many issues, and it's like, how? I've never even had that many issues.
Well, you notice the whole issues that keep coming up is the exact same things that I covered an issue with Kasumi, which Sway said she kept up with. And yet Sway did the exact same thing. And I do mean to the letter.
You just have the worst track record with in-character relationships. That's all there is to it.
Which is why Laser's like, I'm not even bothering looking for anything. I'm just going to sit here and do my job. Fuck it.
Yeah, he's to the point he just turns down women now. Emma, for example. Nah, I'm good. Thanks for the offer, but I'm good.
Well, that's not the first person, though. That's the whole sad thing. Laser's just like, I don't care anymore. I got other things to worry about. If I can fix this personal issue that I see for my race, and if I take care of that, then I can worry about having fun and whatnot. Right now, I got this to worry about.
Yeah. Which is understandable. Like, in character-wise, that makes sense. Like, Laser's just Laser. If he's got something he's focused on, he's focused. He ain't worried about anything else.
Well, it's also a spoof on his name if you think about it. How are lasers fired? They're in a straight line, very concentrated.
Yeah.
Oh, I never thought of it that way.
That's why when when we were first dealing with her, well, when we were dealing with her the first time, he was bringing up, I need data.
Like, yeah, that makes total sense too. Like, I'm not gonna hire you if you ain't gonna do a good job.
Yeah. If you're not gonna give me the information I need, and if you're gonna backtalk me the entire time I'm trying to get information, then that tells me I can't rely on you to get the job done.
We know how Laser is with his employees. Look at Nash.
The sad thing is, Nash, if you Well, I know you read the book.
I did.
Nash and Laser do not get along.
That's because Nash is a dick.
Nash is a dick. I've designed him to be a total, utter dick. Everyone sees him as the greatest guy out there. But when it comes to dealing with any Zanoni, he becomes an utter dick. There is no ifs, ands, or buts.
Wow. Like, he hit freaking Katrina just trying to get to Laser.
Well, he aimed at Katrina. And he didn't...
Oh,
he didn't
or that. Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Sorry, I kind of miscalculated. It's been a while since I read the book. I gotta read it again.
But that's the whole thing. He didn't care if she got hit. As long as it would hit him, he didn't care. The ends justify the means.
Oh, I don't care if I hit you. You're only my girlfriend. As long as I kill him, it's all good.
Exactly.
What a douche.
But that, like I said, I put a lot of stuff in the story for like small stuff like that because it shows you little things, but it adds up.
Yeah. And now, like, in the notes you have up for, like, the Facebook version of Laser anyways, you got Laser sitting there, yeah, you say something out of line, I'm gonna kill you, pretty much. With that note between, comparing Aiko against Callisto.
Yeah. Every time Nash says something smart-ass, Laser came back with a very blunt comment.
Yep.
Evisceration says what? Exactly. It's like, I got every right now to just kill you if I want to. You're on my payroll. I can get rid of your information.
You'll make it like Nash never existed.
But you notice how quickly Nash kind of learned.
Yep.
He's like, okay, you know what? You just talk shit. When Laser went right into his face, I was like, ooh. Maybe not. Sorry. Let me just kind of walk away from that one. But yeah, I try to do that for characters because, as you can tell, Laser is very focused. Well, now he's exceedingly focused. And the major issues I had was like the Vega group. And I call them the Vega-ites, which for the longest time Victor was like, what the fuck is that? Because every time I brought it up, I know you, especially you, Victor, you're like, what? Who? Why? What?
Well, I guess this is just because I never really talked to him, but oh well.
Which is
You're probably better off you didn't, and I'm glad I never did.
Yeah. But it's just like I'm saying, I called them the Vega-ites. And I even brought that up to the player that formerly played Lei Feng. I brought it up to her attention right off the bat. I'm like, just because I don't worship the freaking ground he walks on, doesn't mean I totally hate the guy. I just don't trust him. There's a difference. I mean, I saw him on Xbox Live a couple times. I'm like, hey, dude, it's good. Like, out of character now, Xbox-wise, I don't have anything from him. He doesn't have anything from me. And I'm pretty sure we played a few games together just to do it. Out of character, we don't give a shit. So it's not him that's causing me the trouble. It's the Vega issue, but it's not him causing me the trouble. It's his disciples. And I call them disciples because he can't do no wrong in their eyes. He is like Fabio in 1989 or some shit.
Well, certain, like, Miss, one of his followers, as we called her, Rose, she's taken on his mentality pretty much because look at how many followers she's got that she can do no wrong.
Exactly.
Like, I know I ain't perfect, but fuck, holy shit.
Yeah, we have enough people that will sit there and defend to the death that you have done nothing wrong, even with evidence plain as day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how people get away with murder these days. You get enough people to cover you, you're good. Which I kind of point out, and people at work think I'm a dick because I say this. Trayvon Martin, the guy that killed him, Zimmerman, I bet you 10-1 he's probably going to get off. 10-1 he's probably going to get off. They're going to find a way to manipulate what was said for the last stand thing, point out something that seemed just odd enough to where it's believable, and boom, he gets off.
That's what money and power does for you.
Well, he doesn't even, technically he didn't have money. But they go through all this research on him, and they go, oh, well, Zimmerman said he didn't have the money for bail. And then they set a price, and then he magically has money for bail. Which he didn't know about. And I'm like, really? We're going to go there? I'm no expert, but... Again, if 1 and 1 make 2, then by the transitive property, 2 and 2 make 4. But again, that's just me. So we've covered music, we've covered horrible role play.
Hey,
And we
Laser, 1 and 2 does not make 3.
Hush.
It makes 12.
No. But we've covered quite a lot. So is there any other items y'all want to cover? Since I think Victor has officially been caught up.
Yes, I have. Is there like a call out for me to come up with something to talk about?
I could.
Let's see if I can think of something. I don't know. Well, I'm drawing a blank.
Oh god, that's too funny right there.
Kiara, you got anything?
Me?
No, the other Canadian. Or Canadiite.
Hey, I'm big enough there could be 2 of me.
Canadiite.
Sound like a Pokemon.
I know, right?
No, I just roll with whatever you throw out. I'm not good at coming up with topics. I'm sorry, but I'm not. I just go with whatever you got, and when something pops in my head, then I throw it out. Because I can't come up with things on command. I'm not a dog.
Movies?
We've already beat the hell out of movies. We
Well,
can't do that.
what about movies? Hold on. We beat the movies around, but we still have things we can stab at. What about movies? Just movies, or what are we going? What are we doing?
Oh, I saw a really good movie, a surprisingly good movie lately.
What?
It's called Rampage. You ever heard of it?
No?
Can't say I
Oh,
have.
it's basically like this guy that lives in this really small town, and what he does, he like collects all these guns, and he like dons his complete black suit, and then he just goes around just killing everybody in town.
Nice.
Like he just kills everybody. I mean, I know it sounds mindless and all, but it was actually a fun movie to watch. I was surprised how good it was.
I recently watched that rock movie, with the one with Dwayne Johnson, Journey 2. It was alright to an extent. I think the first one was better because they focused more on the story than did effects. This one was all about effects, not so much story. Although I had to laugh at the Peck Pops of Love. That was fucking hilarious.
You just love anything with a rock in it, that's all.
When lights are out, everyone looks like Dwayne The Rock Johnson, so. There's 2 new movies. Like, I don't know if you guys have heard about them yet, but Magic Mike and Ted. I want to watch those. They look pretty good.
Well, it just shows girls aren't as wholesome as people try to think they are.
I'm not the average girl. We all know this by now. I'm just out there.
But there's, what was it? I don't mind the B-rated movies. The B-rated movies, like we discussed before, because they don't have special effects, well, good special effects, they work on story.
Yeah, so the story tends to be better, except for Battlefield Baseball. I'm sorry, but that was just fucked up.
That was funny.
Funny fuck.
Not really much of a story, but it's based off a comic, so, well, a Japanese comic. Enough said.
Mm-hmm.
It was humorous. It was just really out there.
Yeah, like left field.
I've watched Persons and that other movie, with the coffin or whatever you want to call it.
Death Trance?
Yeah, that one, and another one where he had really long fucking hair and was in a black outfit. He wasn't a main character, Tak wasn't, but he was in there.
Yeah, Tak's actually in a few movies.
But I've watched a couple of those, and they're B-rated, and I thought they were pretty good.
Yeah.
Other than I couldn't understand half of it, but that's alright.
Well, that goes back to issue 2. People do not read.
Subtitles up, but I was reading them, just print was small. I'm half blind over here, you know.
Well, like, that's why I went with that character, because... Well, I went with that actor because he plays pretty much similar characters, but they're awesome.
Well, like, picturing-wise, like, it's picture lasers, that would be how I think the laser would look to a degree, right?
Yeah. I mean, the reason why I picked him initially was because if you look at how I originally drew Laser, and then look at how the first pick I have for Versus, you can see where the similarities are. I mean, I drew Laser before I even saw Versus, but yet here's this guy that looks almost dead ringer form. And I'm like, okay, well, there we go. Cannot argue with that.
I can't draw as well as you, so I couldn't draw. I tried drawing Kira before, and I just can't. But I found similar looks to her. Like, I have one picture up there that would look like her to a T if you add some red coloring to the fur. But
Yeah. But yeah, I just kind of point that out because it's one of those things where you sit there and you look at it and it's like, wow, really?
yeah.
Because
And it fits, because if you had some character, say, with a giant mustache like somebody we know, it'd look pretty fucked up.
hey.
Oh, I had to get that dig in there somewhere. I've yet to use that one, so that was a first.
Me, Eddie, and Will Smith all throw a flag on play on that one. Now, when I get a little older, I'll pull Richard Pryor. Now it's a whole other kettle of fish.
Speaking of, did
Say you look like Luigi
the answer I put onto that question you had up on Facebook about which character you should bring up, or make? Yeah.
Oh, one second, Kara. What was that, Victor?
I say you still look like Luigi from Super Mario Brothers.
Damn Mario. Damn.
I'm a Luigi.
I'm a Luigi. Do not mess with me, Mario. I'll smack you in the face.
Oh, that's funny right there.
That's why I'm your big brother. You're my little brother. I'm your big little brother.
So, like I was saying, did you see the answer I threw up on that question?
Yeah, I did see that.
I laughed so hard writing that out. Oh.
Yeah.
That picture I made was pretty funny too. It was just so random.
Yeah,
Oh.
the weird thing I found, a lot of people want me to bring back Reed.
You roleplayed him really well. And I barely played the video games. Like, I have Ninja Gaiden 2, or Gaiden, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
And I've
whatever.
I haven't, like, I've played maybe 10 minutes of it, but my dad's played it, and I've sat here and watched him play, and then I'd play for a few minutes when he got stuck, and then I'd get us through. But, generally, you played him pretty good, and, like, from just the ninja-esqueness, or esque, however you want to pronounce that fucking word. Very evident, yeah. I need to learn how to speak English better.
Yeah, what's that about? You see, I said about. I was nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was being nice.
I know. Unlike me today.
No, but the reason I brought that up is because I brought up as many characters I could think of right off the bat that I wouldn't mind role-playing.
I've been wanting to make another character, but in the same sense, it's like, do I really want to bring this character into play? Because everyone would be like, what the fuck? I threw up a link about this character a week ago or so, but I want to make her.
Okay. Okay.
Vic, did you see the video? It was
Talking-
Stan Lee's Stripperella.
Oh yeah, I saw.
I'm tempted to make her just because it's funny.
I think it's his take on Inspector Gadget. I mean, that's literally what it comes out to.
I laughed so hard when she cut out of that, like, it was a... What do you call those things with the sand in them? That are...
Hourglass?
Yeah, hourglass. I had to laugh how she got out of that. That was just funny. And the headlights.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, Victor, she literally has... You know when girls get headlights?
Yeah.
Yeah, she literally gets headlights, like, off a car.
Actually, I've seen that show before. I think it came out like what, like 10 years or so ago.
If that, yeah.
Yeah, I saw
this is just my first time hearing it. Like, Laser, you had a video up about, with, the boob video about the My Shinra chick, or whatever you want to call her.
Oh yeah, Mai Nui and having big boobs suck.
Yeah, well, when that video ended, you know how when the YouTube videos end, it shows up other videos that you can watch? Well, that was a video that was in there, and I'm like, okay, I gotta see this.
Well,
I seen that.
Well, the only reason why I brought up the whole Mai Nui boob thing was because there's a guy named DHIM. Yeah, go figure. I listened to a guy named Nim. Now there's Dim. Wow. Convenience and conventionality all work together for me. No, but I was looking through some of his stuff, and he had Mountain Goat to the Cooch. And that was the first one I was actually introduced to, because I shared it with Aiko, because it was Captain America and Wonder Woman.
I watched that, and I laughed.
All because of music. All because of music, she got nailed. And yes, it was game music.
It was amusing to watch.
Yeah. But he has a few of them.
Aiko just keeps rolling with it. Mountain Goat to the Cooch!
I found it funny because she actually had Crystal defend her once. I saw that status and I was rolling. I was like, wait, what?
She puts up some pretty hilarious statuses, that girl does.
I mean, I knew...
They're just so left field.
I was comical, but some of those statuses just made me laugh. Like, there's my butt in a crack.
Sideways, did it hurt any less or did it do any better? About the gun and then she turned the car sideways? Well, that one made me laugh pretty hard.
Her butt in a crack was a good one. The defense from Mountain Goat was pretty comical. Just out of nowhere.
I'm not good. Like, I've had some pretty comical statuses up. I think personally, they make me crack up myself. But sure, hers are just funny.
The sad thing is, they're all in character. That's what scares me.
Yeah.
And yet, it seems believable with her type of luck. Like, no, the one comical thing I found when I was doing the whole list of victory quotes, I had to think like the character. But since Laser, Riza, Glacier, all of them have the ability to sense the fourth wall, they all had at least one of them where they made fun of the fourth wall.
Wait, they all have that ability?
Yeah, if you remember, Riza and Glacier lost theirs because Laser pretty much cut it.
Oh, okay.
They found a way to get to it. Yeah, he found a way to get to it and cut it before it actually became a problem. Saber doesn't care. Saber just does not give a shit. It's Saber.
Saber's just... I don't know.
Saber's a beast. That's how he's designed. I mean, when you read the book...
I got a post on his wall with Mitsuki now.
Well, as you read from the book, he's a beast. That's all, what he does. He's not... How can I say this? He's not as focused as Laser, but he knows what his overall objective is.
Yeah.
And that's why I put the little fight up there from the second book, where it was him versus Katrina. Because it's one of those, I don't care who you are. If I realize you can't hurt me, I will make you say you give up, and you will leave. If you do not, then it's your fault you die.
I don't know. Out of characters, like I personally, yours are some of the best characters I've seen. Original concepts I've seen. I don't. It's probably just because you're a genius with writing, but yours are pretty epic. Mine are Victor's. Vic, is yours a canon or?
Technically, Victor, I think yours is canon, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but I kind of like put my own spin on him since his character isn't really defined in the series.
True. According to
Alright, so
Dead or Alive, it is not really defined. It's just pretty much.
I've never played Dead or Alive, so I thought for a while that it was original concept, but I don't know. I know Melina. I've pretty much put my own spin on her because I don't have her slutting around like every other Melina. She's just obsessed with Sparky, so.
Don't follow Sparky. The whole thing that threw me off was when you told me Shao Kahn was trying to date her.
Oh my god! That just fucking blew my mind. Like, what?
Ooh, what?
Yeah.
Okay, Vic.
Huh?
My Melina character, you know how I have Melina, right? Well, you know who Shao Kahn is, right? It's pretty much her dad in a sense. Well, I had a Shao Kahn come up to my character, Melina, and try to put the moves on her, and I'm just like, what the hell? And he was doing with this, not just with my Melina, but every Melina there was that he had on his list. And it's like, oh, hell no.
Yeah, not to mention, you know what Melina would do to him with her mouth?
I made a joke about that role player. I was like, could you imagine Melina doing anything? I'm freaking hurt. A blowjob for her just wouldn't be that. No.
And that's the one thing you go negative. But no, I'm good. But no. But no. Just keep that mask on, lady.
Sparky's in trouble now. Oh, that's just too funny.
But yeah, that goes with the whole character premise idea right there. If you don't know the basic premise, then you're gonna screw it up royally.
Yeah.
In Victor, you still had the basic premise. You still had the basic one.
What?
You still had the basic premise. For Victor Donovan, you still had the basic premise.
Yeah.
So that's why you're not. That's another reason why you're not doing that bad at all.
I do have to ask, my canon Emma, do I roleplay her well? Because I've never actually read the comics. Because I've never owned a comic book, but
I wouldn't know. I only saw the First Class movie that had her. I never read any of the comics or seen any of the cartoons with her, so.
Well, Laser, you've read the comics, right?
I've read a few of them.
Well, just out of curiosity, is she even, like, the way I roleplay her, is she even close?
She's fairly close. First Class actually did a pretty good job in getting the general gist of the character.
I don't go, like, I've got a mix of the cartoon and that in there, and my own twist to it, because from the movie, cartoons and all that, she's more of one of the flirtatious women, which in a way I have her as. Well, when she was talking to Laser at dinner, she was, but that's just because how her character's supposed to be, in a sense. Like, I didn't have her outright being all slutty. She was just mildly flirting.
Because at that point, it's a lot easier to get information. People won't have their guard as high.
Yeah. Which, that's what Emma does. She uses her looks to her advantage.
Yeah. As opposed to that monkey and apple thing I put up there a while back. Why would you wear something that would completely undermine your abilities as a telepath? Why? What's he thinking now? What's he thinking now? Tits. Press tits.
Emma has respect for people's thoughts. Like, she doesn't go prying. So, instead of always using her ability, if she don't have to, why use that when she could just use her femininity to get information she wants?
Yeah. But,
That's how she is.
but yeah, it's kind of what I'm joking about. Was even on Monkey and Apple, they kind of poke fun at it. It's like
Yeah.
find out what we need to know from Wolverine. So she tries. It's like I got nothing. He goes, no, you got something. I know exactly what you got. He's thinking about your tits, ain't he? And she goes, what? He's thinking about your tits. Well, yeah. Press tits. He's thinking about playing with my tits like a cat toy. It's one of those things you sit there and you look at it and go, that makes sense. Most guys will sit there and look at pressed tits. It's right there in his face. What's he going to think about? Tits.
Well, with what she wears, that's all any guy that looks at her is going to think about.
Yeah. It's like, there it is, right there, plain as day.
But Emma, I have her usually wearing more, like, because she's got different outfits from the cartoon and stuff. Professional one, like, that actually has been covered.
Yeah.
Which I do have pictures of, so.
Yeah.
And then she's just got her downright skimpy outfits that show almost everything.
Well, the reason why I brought up that question about what characters role play is because I just wanted to know what their view is. Because if I end up getting like a Bridge Nappa, I'd have to do my studies on freaking Nappa, and he's insane out the wazoo. Although I do have an idea of how I'm going to bring back any character, and since it's most likely Ryu by the looks of it, I'm going to make a little adjustment. But yeah, it's the whole. A Bridge Nappa is one of those things that's like a good support character. It's funny, it's random, especially if you watch Dragon. What was it? Yeah, Team 4-Star, Dragon Ball Z Bridge. Like the last episode, you find out that he comes back to life because Vegeta worked for Frieza, and the wish was to bring back all of Frieza's men. So Nappa came back.
Well, like, I know Ro was using Nappa's spirit for some of Reza's things, so
Yeah.
that made me laugh. Hey, Reza, what?
Yeah, because that's how Nappa was with Vegeta. Are we there yet? No. We there yet? No. We there? Picture a little kid with a lot of power, and that was Nappa. Hey, Vegeta, look! It's a Pokemon! He's like, oh dear lord. The fact he had a Pokeball and threw it was a whole nother kettle of fish. He had a Pokeball. He took out a Pokeball and threw it at Chaozu, and it hit Chaozu in the head. I was like, wait, what?
Oh, speaking of that Ro used that line pretty much with Mitsuki. It's a rare Mitsuki. It's like, what?
Look at that's funny right there. I don't care who you are, that's funny. But yeah, that's kind of why I put him up there, because it's so random. It would be like a living Crimson. That's what it come out to, a living Crimson.
Dude, I could just so imagine you having Crimson as his own embodiment or something.
It would be Nappa. It would be Nappa.
Dude, you should make a cross of Crimson and Nappa. That'd be epic right there.
Oh, I hugged it, Vegeta. God damn it, Nappa. That's the only line you get with him, too. God damn it, Nappa.
Or not. Oh, Naya Nappa, that was funny.
Who?
The video I put up of Nappa flying around.
Oh, yeah.
It's Naya Nappa. That made me laugh.
Yeah. They do a lot of good jokes with that.
Speaking of Team 4-Star and stuff, your running gag, I was looking at it the other day. Holy shit, 2,000 and some odd views on that video?
Yeah.
And then you have a whole bunch of kids arguing with you.
Yeah, no, I was just sitting there kind of chuckling.
It's like, what the hell is they bitching about? He didn't say anything wrong.
Well, they're arguing with each other as well as other people.
It's just like, if you watch most YouTube videos and read the comments, there's lots of people like that. They just troll things.
Yeah. And then, of course, after, like, episode 30 was completely done, they're going, wait, you missed one. I'm like, no. Someone else already put it up there before I can answer it. It's like, no, he didn't. Look when he put this up. It was before episode 30 was done. And I'm like, well, see, common sense. I don't have to argue with this person. I already got someone saying, with logic, look at the date.
Another issue. People still don't read, even on YouTube.
Exactly. But the thing I point out is, even though people don't read, I put stuff on the video to help in general. They're like, oh, that takes away from the video. I'm like, no, it doesn't, because I'm not saying that 99 are stupid. Let me rephrase that one. Let me try to do that without laughing.
Can you do it? No, you can't.
I'm going to try. I'm not saying that the 99% of the people on YouTube who argue are stupid. But, damn it. But, I am looking out for the 1% as well. I'm trying to cover everybody, so it makes perfect sense. I'm not saying the 99% are stupid 100% of the time. I mean, they probably argue very well on one thing, but then you look at the other thing and they're talking like, why you know do disco balls or some shit. You're going, what?
What you know? That just makes me think of Aiko again. Why you know?
She loves that. She's like, why you know this? Why you know that? I'm like, no.
Why you take my slashes?
I think she just likes using 2 letters. As long as she doesn't do it in character, I don't care.
As long as you don't do that thing that you ranted about.
Yeah.
Colorful colors are colorful.
Oh yeah. That rant I had, I was, it pissed me off.
That video still makes me laugh. Your ninja kid just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, actually surprised the hell out of me.
That just made you say it. He just made your statement valid. Confused double R is confused.
Exactly. But yeah, no, I can't even figure out how that took off. It's like, duh. Like, then Marcus is dead. No frickin' duh.
You'd be surprised. Like, some things, like, you'd wonder how they took off. Like, you want to know one of the things that bug me? And I don't know why it does. Grown-ass people watching My Little Pony. It bugs the fuck out of me.
They still show My Little Pony?
I think they do.
Oh,
I don't know where, but I think they do. It would not shock me in the
The
least.
internet has ruined everything. They even have My Little Pony porn, and that's just fucked up.
Oh, didn't they have that on the thing I posted? The little news article from, like, Zone Town or whatever? Someone brought up the pony porn, and she's fucking flipped out on them.
Yeah.
I actually cheered. I actually cheered about that.
Oh, just some things are so messed up.
And someone's reaction to it, sometimes you sit there and you look at it and go, yep, that's legitimate. That's the right way to react. Riona used to do that shit. Confused with Noah is confused or some shit.
I haven't seen her around much lately. That player itself. She hasn't been on much.
I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
Well, if she was ill, would be getting bombarded by Logan.
Poor ill.
I still had to laugh, freaking her trying to kiss lasers so bad.
Yeah, she was trying like a mother.
And Laser just turned around with that spell thing. Which was funny. Oh, some things are just amusing. Your wall's amusing. I read things on there all the time and I just laugh.
Well, again,
It's like, what?
he doesn't according to character.
Or, I just find it funny the random stuff you get hit with sometimes from some people.
Yeah.
Like it's a chick riding across on a bicycle naked. That was just so random.
Yeah, you tell me. I was even sitting there like, what? That's all I can do is sit there and look at it for a minute like, did I just read that? What? What?
It was funnier when Laser threw up that one video to Logan after that one status.
It stopped her from saying stupid shit near him. I tell you that right now.
I'm surprised you didn't get reported for that video.
Actually, I was utterly shocked I didn't get reported for that video. I was like, yeah, I'm reported after this, but
You were waiting for it. You were
I
so
was
waiting,
expecting it.
and it never happened.
It's probably because I expected it. I was like, come on.
And yet you get reported for like see-through clothes on an anime picture. It's like, what?
Well, I found some person, I kid you not, it's like, it's a real-life Japanese girl who's cosplaying something. I can't tell what it is. But she has, like, the traditional school top, a bunch of wedding, like, tassel stuff on her wrists and hands and all that, a garter belt, and her panties are, like, halfway down her body.
What?
And I'm sitting there going, and you wonder why Japan has the highest rape percentage? I mean, you're in a store wearing that. Come on.
You're just asking for it then.
I'm not sitting there being, like, evil, per se, but at the same time, if your panties are halfway down your hips already,
Someone's just gonna pull them down the rest of the
you
way.
don't even have to pull them down. I kid you not. It looked like the tip of your finger would touch her right there. Like, if she wasn't shaved, you could tell that what hair color she naturally was. That's how far down they were.
Oh, so like that picture I have with Kira in just a belt and top.
The belt actually covered more.
Okay, that's sad then, because that belt wasn't covering much.
No, it really wasn't. But you see what I'm saying? It's like, people do some weird shit, and then they wonder why people like me point it out and go, what is wrong with you? Nothing's wrong with me. Bullshit. That there. In fact, I'll upload the video, not the video, that picture to y'all later. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about after this. It's one of those, what the hell am I looking at? You're not seriously wearing that in a store. Maybe she knows Kung Fu.
Oh, I've noticed some messed up shit lately. Ever since I started talking to you guys, I noticed so many things.
It's because your site's been changed.
Yeah. I think I told you about when I read some girl's post on Rao's wall saying that she wanted sexual roleplay, and he's just like, what?
Well, at least she was straightforward, but at the same time, it's one of those, yeah, that's just out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was. And we know how Rao is. He's one of those more innocent people, like.
Yeah. Even in characters, that would have been like, come again? Try again, one more time? Wait, what?
I had to laugh when his character walked on Kieran Rohan. That was hilarious.
Wait, what?
Rao's character, like, Rohan and I were commenting on one of my pictures, and he happened to see the picture and commented on it, and Kieran Rohan's just like, what the hell? Because he just came out of nowhere, and they're in the middle of it.
So let me pop this back out and deal with him real quick. I mean, what the hell?
It was so left field. Oh, just some things are funny.
Yeah, some things do pop off like that, where you sit there and look at it and go, huh, that's very strange.
But in the same sense, like, if you're having role plays up on the pictures and stuff, it's bound to get in the news feed, so...
Yeah.
So it wasn't totally left field for someone to comment on it, but in a way it was, 'cause we never get people commenting on any of our posts between characters, except for my sister when I didn't have her blocked from seeing my statuses. That was just left field right there.
See, that's still confusing. Well, again, that's like issue 3. Now I've gone over that on so many different fucking rants.
It's not issue 3 because the sister that was commenting on my photos isn't a role player.
Well, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess in a way it's issue 3 because she shouldn't be on there anyways, and she knows it's my role play account, but
at the same time,
she's a troll like that.
but see, that's the whole thing about roleplay. That's why I kind of have made those little playlists and set them up there so people can easily access them.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, I don't have to be I don't need to be right 100%, but those 3 issues are like the main 3 that will damage a lot of roleplay.
Yep.
And it's very easy to tell. And you'll see it on a couple things. When they are like too heavy in it, you'll see it and be like, dude, seriously? That's why I came out with that extra note that pretty much covered a lot of my rants already.
It's good to have up there too, like the note as well. I'm thinking about posting it up on all my accounts, just like sharing it on them, because I have different people on different accounts, right? So
That's also a way to. It's not like I'm saying, oh, everyone sucks. No, I'm saying,
No.
Everyone makes these mistakes. It's just catching how many of the mistakes you're doing before it gets out of hand.
I was reading through that note, and it's like I'm guilty of the status all the time thing.
Yeah.
So it's OCC bullshit, because I put that up all the time because I get bored. It's like, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
But I don't post everything I do.
Yeah. But there's
most of the time it's I'm going to bed now, lately, or.
Well, the reason why I brought that up was because I saw someone's status a little bit ago. I kid you not, it said, "Be right back, going to drop a deuce."
What?
And I sat there and I looked at the newsfeed like, did he just say he's going to go drop a deuce? Who cares? Who cares?
No one wants to know that.
I think someone else felt my like rage about it because when he came back, he goes, "I'm back," and they go, "Did you wash your hands?" I'm like, dude, that's awesome.
That's like someone posting a "Be right back, going to get laid."
Yeah, exactly.
No one cares. No one wants to know.
Yeah, I'll be back later. Okay, that's all I need to know. Be right back or I'll be back later. That's it. That's all I want. And even then, I don't even care to see it up there. If you don't answer, that means you've gone to do something. Ta-da! Logic.
I tend to like it when certain people, like especially like if I'm talking to you and Ro and Vic here, if you guys are going poof, it's like where'd they go?
Yeah. That's one of those.
But other people, if they just stop replying, it's like, it's just the people that I like. Between, like, I have 5 people, like Aiko and you and all that I talk to consistently, like every day almost, except for Ro, because he's doing whatever.
Yeah, I'm still in choke. If my arms could reach back to Japan, I'd choke him, but I can't.
Well, from his post on something, he said things might start to cool down, or something. Because he was saying he wants to put his rock against your rock.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Yeah.
So that tells me he's been practicing. That's good.
So I'm not going to hold my breath that he's going to be back soon, but the small hope is there. I don't know. But I don't know. Like, I've seen some pretty messed up statuses of things.
Yeah.
Especially the ones that are just, I'm going to kill myself.
Well, like I said, like I pointed out on the note, I don't care out of character. I mean, that sounds cold and cruel and everything, but out of character, you shouldn't be online. You should be, like, talking to people. You should actually be talking to people.
Yeah.
You should not be on, say, Kasumi 224, saying, "Oh, I'm going to kill myself," and then have a status, "Oh, this is a wonderful day." Wait, stop, pause, back up, time out, what? One of these is wrong. I know you're not supposed to, like, mix character with OOC and all that, but let's just focus on... What did you say out of character? One more time. You're gonna do what? Yeah, don't worry about roleplay. You need to go get help, like, now. Yesterday. You need to go.
Yeah. Like, I talk to, like, if I have issues, like, that I just need to talk about, I've messaged you in the inbox. 1 second.
Like, Rao does, like, in character, where he feels lonely or whatever, and that's fine. In character, fine. No problem. I have no beef for that. But it was out of character going, oh, I don't... Well, it wasn't Rao that did it. It's someone else who said, out of character, "I would delete my Facebook page because I don't like people, yada yada, blah blah blah." Or they bust up with, "I don't want to talk to anyone today, but I'm here on Facebook."
I'll be right back. Food's ready.
Alright. But yeah, you see how that's confusing, right? I don't want to talk to anybody, but I'm on Facebook.
I think I saw a funny comic book online about that.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if it's out of character, I sit there and look at him like, are you stupid? I mean, if it's in character, it's pretty much a cry for attention. I get that. In character is easy to say it's a cry for attention, so if someone responds in character, okay, whatever. If it's out of character, it's like, are you serious, or are you doing a cry for attention? Because it's hit or miss.
Mm.
But at the same time, it's one of those, dude, seriously, cut it out. I don't want to talk to anybody, but I'm here on Facebook, a multimedia social network. It's like, yeah, it makes perfect sense to me there, Kimosabi.
Yeah, definitely perfect sense. Not.
Exactly. That's like saying, I don't want to play any fighting games. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and put in Street Fighter and play the shit out of this for about 12 hours. But you just... No, forget it, bub. Can't argue with you now. My head just hurts. But again, common sense is not very common. It just isn't.
It's a superpower! Yes, I'm back.
Welcome back. And it is a damn superpower. It's ridiculous how much of a superpower it truly is. So, do we have any other topics? I'm afraid to know how long we've actually been going about this.
Just over 2 hours.
Oh, that's all.
We're good. We can keep going.
Well, y'all got something else you want to cover? Since we covered roleplay and...
In movies and video
Roleplays,
games.
some movies, some music.
We need to cover why Victor's so freaking antisocial over there.
I'm not antisocial. It's just that sometimes I don't have an opinion on the matters that are at hand.
The topics he doesn't only want to deal with, per se.
What else do we need?
Hello?
I'm back, don't worry, I'm sorry.
Oh,
No, I was saying, do you have a topic you want to cover? Because I know it's usually things that you don't have, quote, a lot of experience in.
I don't have anything. Kara?
Why is it always up to me to bring up random things?
Because I bring up a buttload of random things.
Yeah, I do have a lot of random opinions. I don't know, how was your guys' 4th of July?
Boo.
It was boring.
That was the 4th of July. Things go boom, what do you do? Okay, well, let's do this. Who are the people on YouTube that you watch constantly?
Me?
I'll give you an example. I have been starting to watch more of DIM, D-H-I-M, NIM, N-Y-H-M, which is there for a while. I've watched a little bit of College Humor, Apple a Monkey, Epic Rap Battles of History.
Oh yeah, I watched it.
Definitely have to get them. And Team 4-Star. There's probably... No, and Razor Fist. I'm sorry, and Razor Fist. And that new guy I just started watching. I say it's a new guy. I'll put the link up at the bottom of this later. But it's a new guy I started watching. It's like a bucket of Bentley or something like that. Or a dose of Bentley.
Oh, frick. I'm subscribed to 41 people. There's one guy, his channel is called SMP Films, or most know him as Mr. Safety. There's Caters17. She does vlogs. They're pretty awesome and humorous. There's you. I watch all your vids.
Aw, thank you.
I try to keep up with them. Which
Suck up.
I'm not a suck up. I just pay attention to things. Okay, I could be a suck up, but that's just me. What else? There's Nice Peter. I watch his rap battles and his Monday show. Dave Days I sort of watch, but not all the time. Mystery Guitar Man. I watch pretty much all of his vids. He's epic. If you guys haven't heard of him, look him up. Who else? Oh god, there's just so many. Des and Nate, they're funny. They have some pretty funny shit. I'll send a link to them to you guys later. Oh god, there's just so many. Hold on, I'll pull up YouTube because I have them all. Come on.
My list is pretty short.
That's just because you. I don't know. I'll buy it. There's dude like hella, but it's still Mr. Safety. Just as other. Ryan Higa, the Nigga Higa guy.
Yeah.
I watch his videos all the time, along with Chester C.
Oh yeah, he had his videos removed too. When I was having
Jim, the guy that does Foamy.
Yep.
There's who else is there? I'm finding him. Hold on. Your favorite Martian? I watched quite a few of their videos. Yeah, there's a lot. I have so many up here. There's a guy named Mike Tompkins. He does a whole bunch of remakes of songs, but he doesn't use any musical instruments. It's all by voice and mouth.
Huh.
He's pretty awesome. Kev Jumba, he's hilarious. Yeah. I have other ones I'm subscribed to, but I don't really watch them. Oh, the people that do the online gamer videos and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got them up here too. They're pretty funny. Yeah, that's my list.
My list includes you guys ever heard of It's Just Some Random Guy?
I heard of it, but I haven't seen any.
I don't think I've even heard of them.
He do the I'm a Marvel, I'm a DC videos.
Yep.
Like the action figures. You never seen them?
No, I don't think I have.
Yeah, you should check them out.
I probably will.
It's actually pretty funny.
Yes, and I'm subscribed to Laser and you, of course, Kira.
Yay!
Even though you don't have any videos up.
I got videos up, I just don't post as much as Double R there does. Because I'm self-conscious about myself, and I only post videos when I don't give a shit about how I look some days.
And I'm subscribed to the amazing Brando. He do like rap songs of video games.
Yes.
And all.
He's the one where I got the Mega Man song from.
Yeah. Laser know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. He's a good guy.
Oh, speaking of random rap videos, there's I'll post it up for you guys later. There's one about Jack Sparrow. It's fucking hilarious. And I'll ruin this fight again.
And what else, Victor? Or is that it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't be on YouTube as much, unfortunately.
I don't know where I wrote this. I know I wrote it somewhere. I think I wrote it towards you, Shara. But I usually give people 3 chances. No, I put it on one of my earlier stances. I give people 3 chances to generally, quote-unquote, impress me. YouTube videos, music, things like that.
I must have impressed you because you actually subscribed to me, which I'm surprised.
But here's...
Like, for a while, I was like, I've been subscribed to you how long, and you still haven't subscribed to me? What the fuck's going on here? And then you did. It's like, holy shit, you did.
Ninja. You gotta do it like a ninja. You can't do it. You can't do it when it is most expected. You gotta do it when it's least expected.
Out of nowhere, it's like, oh, sick! I got another subscriber. Oh, it's Double R.
I told you, it's ninja.
You are a ninja.
No, but
Not like Glacier though. He just dodged the timeline.
yeah, he doesn't even believe in that shit. That's what I found funny. Victor, you know that whole Mimi thing?
Mimi.
Yeah, the
Meme generators?
yeah, the friend look Your friends see me as this, the job sees me as this, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
The thing that forced you in the timeline. Well, Glacier did it, and he still has the original Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they looked at what. Yeah, okay, whatever, and left him alone.
Hmm. So you can switch back?
No, he just didn't get it.
He didn't get timeline. Glacier never got touched with it.
It just dodged him. Or he dodged it.
Yeah.
For now.
Time screwed me over.
You're not the only one. I got screwed over too.
You is a dead bug if I catch you. But, yeah. There's quite a few things that are just amusing. Ryan Higa had an issue with copyright as well.
Yeah, I've seen that long before you did.
Yeah, I felt bad for him though.
The video he's talking about, I've seen it, and it's not that bad of a video at all.
I remember seeing the video itself before the copyright hit him.
Well, he's got it back up now.
Yeah. But it's like, really? Y'all gonna go a fit about that? Of all things. The thing I think is just some days they sit there and they become anal retentive about anything being uploaded. Or there's a tag somewhere that they just magically pick up on.
Yeah, it's messed up. I'm surprised that he hit with copyright with a few things, but then again, I dodged some of it pretty good too.
Yeah.
Like, I have songs up on some of the videos that I probably should have got copyrighted for, but instead of using a downloaded file, I just played the song and recorded it with my mic, and then put it on the video.
Yeah.
It helped dodge it.
Sometimes that's what we gotta do, though. I think that's...
Same with when I did Glacier's slideshow. I had that clip with rain in it.
Yeah.
I used my camera to record that, so...
Well, that's kind of why some of the jokes are doing well, because I have them saved to a different file, and then I put them into my videos as I see fit. Especially Kimosabi and Oroku Saki over there doing the jam.
That's just awesome, though.
And now for something completely different. Sorry. The only other one I'm saving that last picture for, or doing that one more time for, I was going to save doing a battle with Diablo on Diablo 3. And then, of course, right when Diablo dies, it goes over to that. Like, how do you feel like you beat Diablo? Well, actually, I feel like this.
I'm just waiting for one of these days for you to do something so random for your outro. Especially, I'm waiting for that musical vid to come up. I'm waiting for it.
I'm half tempted to actually do the... Well, as you already saw the lyrics, Kara. For... Yeah, I have one that... I'm going to be making fun of it 2 more times. One's going to be for, like, roleplay items, and the other one's going to be, like, a censored version for people. Which, of course, is last on my list, because it's censored. But, but yeah, the one I got done, just... Yeah, in case you haven't read it yet, Victor, it has something to do with the top 3 stories that bugged the hell out of me.
The what?
The top 3 stories that bugged the hell out of me. Like
And where are these?
Michael Bay, for example, when he said he was doing Ninja Turtles, I covered that. But I was making fun of Black and Yellow. It's pretty much spoofing the Black and Yellow song, and I just wrote out the lyrics to deal with those 3 topics. It actually fits the pedometer and all that too, so bonus points.
A random thing that I just noticed. I'm gonna throw it out there. Role player looks like Nicolas Cage. I just seen, because I was watching that video earlier, and now I see a picture of Nicolas Cage. They look alike. It's fun.
Kind of how that happens.
I know, that's random. I just threw it out there.
But yeah, the reason why I bring all that up, because we've covered everything right now. And I don't think many people, well, I can't say many people. I can't really say many people. But we've covered music, we've covered movies, we've covered quite a few things, and oh look, Akasan Ayu. I probably enunciated it wrong with that name, but then again, I have yet to get Rao's name right too, so hey, I'm 2 for 2.
Mm-hmm.
Just call her Sinico, or however you want to pronounce that. It's easier.
Sanako?
That's what her, yeah, that's what her character goes by. Anyways.
Isn't that a name from Fruit Basket? Well, no, never mind. I'll take that back because there's a lot of names that get shared, so what the hell's the point? Yeah, I've never seen Fruit Baskets. I don't care to see Fruit Baskets. Some anime I just don't want to watch. I've actually seen a poll and someone goes, what was it? Who's the stronger fighter? And they have a list of characters from anime, and it's Naruto as top. And I busted up laughing.
I've never watched that anime, and I don't plan on it.
Naruto's the strongest fighter. I'm like, really? Are you freaking kidding me? I'm gonna just sit here and laugh for about half an hour.
Hey, guess who's online?
Shang Tsung?
No, Victor's on Facebook. Holy shit.
He's probably looking for stuff.
No wonder he's not talking. We pretty much covered every topic that we could think of now, eh?
Or at least you guys could think of.
Yes, I'm pretty much done out of
I
ideas.
could come up with a lot more topics, but most of them are inappropriate.
Wait, y'all didn't mention much about Tiats. Tiats. Tatas.
Oh. I don't know.
Now there's also small issues I have with people with certain characters. Like I brought up before, character perception is a very, very, very big thing.
Mm.
But here's people running around like naked. I mean, their picture has to be censored naked.
Naked where?
Naked. Like naked.
Like around your house naked, or
No, roleplay wise. They're naked.
what you talking about in a literal sense?
No, they're naked. Role-playing naked. They are naked. They have a picture that is naked.
Oh, that's why I meant literal naked.
And
I can't do that. Like, I have some exposing pictures, but nothing to the point that my character's full out nude.
but that's that's kind of one of the things I'm pointing out is people have no pride for the character. Well, I gotta say this. Character pride, you're pretty much telling people you don't have any pride, well, your character has no pride in themselves at all.
I take that back. My character, Isis, has 2 pictures in her one album where she's naked, but she's a fairy. And now, if you ever actually read some fairy lore, most of them go around naked. She's actually pretty good. She stays dressed 90% of the time.
Well, let's go ahead and get ready to wrap this up. Because, like I said, we've covered a lot. And this will give you all time to actually come up with some topics. I expect a little bit more out of you, Victor, because you like staying quiet all damn time, so...
I'm gonna try to stick more to the conversation, but
If it applies, that's why I'm saying you should come up with a topic as well. Something that you're more comfortable and more housed in, per se.
well, I'm a big lister, but I guess that's
Things that you wouldn't mind talking about in a group. Let's just stay with that.
What I was gonna suggest
Oh Lord.
is maybe we should go and, like, after today's podcast, go and do a few of those interviews and then come back to the podcast, because maybe then we'll have more topics. Just I don't know, just throwing that out there.
Well, probably not today, but like.
No, I know not today, but I meant later.
Well, for annotations and such, yeah. would make sense. Or record something so you remember.
Because when we do the podcast almost every week, we tend to beat the hell out of the same topics each time. This one, we actually covered quite a few different ones.
I try to spread out to make sure. I try. Not 100%, but I try.
The first 3 we did were kind of the same things. Well, except for number 3, we kind of just... That was all negativity all over the place.
Well, they do suck. And we did figure out why some of the music is licensed and why some of it isn't.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that we wish that they would actually complete games before they send them out. That would be a plus. But, nevertheless, let's go ahead and end it here. I would say do your homework, but Vic doesn't do homework.
Yes, I'm a rebel, and homework is for nerds.
Thanks, Vic. Thank you.
You're welcome, nerd.
Be correct. It's Canadian nerd.
I'm Steve Urkel, guys. Did I do that? Oh.
But yeah, I was trying to wait until like the first before I worry about any type of publishing and such. So that's like the deadline I'm giving everybody.
The 1st of August?
Yeah.
I get a free hard copy, right?
No.
You already have the draft. So.
Yeah. I still want a copy. I'll buy it. I'll be nice.
It'll probably be on ebooks though. By the way it's going, it'll probably be one of the ebooks.
Oh. I thought you meant like actual book. I'd buy it. Because I tried printing off like 3 chapters and I ran out of paper.
Well, each chapter is at least 10 pages, so. Shorter
I
prelude.
have like you should see the stack of papers those 3 chapters that I printed off came out to. I was like, holy shit, they didn't seem like that much when I was reading.
They really don't. They seem small until you try to print them out, and then it's like, oh, by the way, it really is this big.
I still want to read number 2 as well when you're done it. Just because it doesn't make sense to just read 1 but not the rest.
Well, 2 is more has majorly the tournament stuff and a couple small items, but the 3rd one is another. Well, it's not as complicated as the first one. The first one seems majorly complicated until you look at everything.
It doesn't seem complicated.
It
makes sense to me.
It makes sense when you look at the whole thing. But initially, you sit there and look at it and go, ooh.
It helps when I've read the history notes too, because it's like, okay, I know who this is.
Yeah.
So they weren't completely. Okay, who the fuck's this character?
Yeah.
Well, the only one that was really left field to me is that one chick, that demon chick that was in a cave or something.
Drago?
Yeah, she was just.
Well, she is in the history notes, but she's very, very limited noted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was brought up like very shortly because she wasn't there. She's not a big presence. She can't leave the cave.
Oh, she's just random to me.
Yeah. It comes out random when you least expect it. But it's because she's stuck in the cave, you don't really get much from her.
Yeah. Well, she's not stuck in the cave now.
No, really isn't. But oh well, que sera. Yeah. Alright, we'll talk to y'all later. This will give me time to try to find a picture to put up there with this. And yeah. Pictures. Woo.
Finish that note. I want to read it.
Which note are you talking about? I got like a bunch of them going.
The one with Kira and Mitsuki.
Okay, I'll finish that one first. I'll put that as top priority again.
Whee!
Okay. I wanted to get that black and yellow one out the way before I forgot it.
Alright, you guys have a good night. I gotta go do dishes.
And I'll put the picture up here in a moment. So, talk to y'all later.
Okay,
All
bye.
right. Till next week.
Yeah.